Today we've got a comparison stroke challenge, and I've actually got a guest with me.
Hello.
We did a video with Tom the other day and just showing off his kind of stranger portraits on the street. Today's comparison is going to be between the OM-Systems M5 Mark II and then the X-t50. So what we're going to do is whoever wins the toss gets to pick the camera they actually get to use. So, do you wanna flip? Or?
I'll flip. You go.
Flip? I'll go heads. I got heads, which is exciting, and I'm going to be picking the X-t50, and then you're going to be on the OM-Systems. We're going to do a bunch of street photography and hopefully get maybe some stranger portraits, but also just some general shooting. Should be a lot of fun, and over the top of everything else, you'll be able to, heal the specs and that as we go along. Should be pretty good. We're both running Meta rain bands, so we're going to be filming each other whilst we're actually doing the photography and hopefully get some really cool stuff. Before we actually hit the streets though, let's talk about the two cameras. The X-t50 is of course an APS-C 40 megapixel camera, and with that you get insane detail. The OM5 Mark II is of course a 20 megapixel Micro Four Thirds sensor. Now both of the cameras have their own kind of unique flair, and on the grand scheme of things, the X-t50 comes out generally on top when it comes to overall spec. But I think there's a little bit more here. OM-Systems have kind of carved themselves out in the industry, and they don't necessarily need to improve the megapixel or the quality of the images. They need to give people more tools. So when it comes to the OM system, you've actually got this thing called computational photography that actually allows you to do a lot of different kinds of things, and it's a very powerful camera in and of itself. And then of course when it comes to the X-t50, you've got the film simulations, the better video mode. The OM system does tend to fall apart here. The price of both of these cameras is $1,149 for the body on the X-t50 and then $1,549 for the kit, which comes with a 16 to 50mm. When it comes to the OM systems though, this is where you get leaps and bounds ahead. What you've got there is a £1,100 body only price, and then a £1,499 price for the kit lens, which just so happens to be a 14 to 150. So if you actually enjoy wildlife straight off the bat, you essentially got yourself there a 28 to 300mm just in the kit, which I think is actually quite a viable option here.
Immediate use, I mean, I managed to switch it onto the settings that I use on my Canon very quickly with no previous experience, which tells me it's probably quite an easy machine to...
Yeah, nice. What about the size? What do you reckon of the size in your hands? Because you shoot with a 6D usually, a lot of street photography.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's a lot more kind of hidden away, and you don't feel like you're walking around, with a big setup, and it's quite cool.
So this is your second foray into the mirrorless world. What I'm looking to do here is grab this with somebody in the foreground. It's going to be kind of waiting to see what happens. Yeah. What do you reckon? Yeah. Get a good shot? Maybe. It's quite cool for street photography to pick up kind of like posters and stuff. I think we might have somebody here.
Yes.
Yeah. You managed to capture it?
Yeah, I managed to get I wanted it
to
stay with that side.
Yeah, I did that one.
You did straight under, yeah.
It was very quick because I was like shooting with my phone and then shooting elsewhere.
Yeah. I think we went for slightly different angles as well, because I dropped down, whereas I think you stayed.
I'm being terrible. I'm no photographer.
Yeah.
I'm not to do black and white or colour.
Oh, we can do black and white if you want to. Both cameras have the ability to change the sort of creative style in the actual camera. Of course, when it comes to the X-t50, you have the film simulations, which I think are some of the best on the market. When it comes to the OM system, you still have the ability to change it between black and white and a bunch of different kinds of colour space. Both tools are really great in this retrospect and perfect for doing street photography. You look absolutely beautiful. You have nothing to worry about, okay?
And you too.
Thank you.
Specs.
Oh, thank you.
I reckon what we do is a shot through here, looking between the two stair rails there. So we've got leading lines leading right into there. We've got the guy in the yellow high vis down at the end there. I think we try and work quick, try and get it so we've got them both get the same shot, and we can yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the shot. That's the shot.
Yeah, you happy?
Yeah.
I may be looking to do more of these challenge videos in the future. I've got an idea to be able to do the disposable camera, but also we have a Hello Kitty camera inside the store, and I don't know why, but I'm dying to take it out. Both of the cameras up to this point have actually been performing really quite well, and you can really see the sort of like audience that may be attracting both of them. They are both excellent, but in their own right, and they both have unique qualities. Lines of the benches here, and then trying to almost frame it to a certain extent. That actually came out quite well.
That's nice. I might actually get that one to go myself, but I think it's went in. It's slightly different from what I'd usually do with the kind of foreground thing, but no, I like that. It was definitely a good little experiment to, yeah.
This shot right here is a great example of the difference between the two cameras. Of course, with the OM5, you've actually got a 2x crop factor towards the lenses. Now, we were rolling an 18 and a 17mm, the 18 on the X-t50 and the 17mm on the OM5. As you can see, the OM shot is a lot tighter because of that crop factor, and this ends up being an added benefit when you're using longer telephoto lenses. They tend to be very small and compact. And when it comes to the Fujifilm, they're not as compact as the OM-Systems, but they are also not as large as your full frame counterparts. So there's a sort of mid-tier here to what we're looking at. What's kind of interesting between the two different cameras there is because they got two separate sensor sizes, mine's just a little bit wider and his is a little bit tighter. So when it comes to the OM5 Mark II, it's got a micro four third sensor. So any lens you put on there is ×2. So what he's got there is a 34, and then what I've got here is the closest I could find in the shop to matching it is, I hate doing that, 27mm, and it should be pretty good. Did you like that shot though, did you?
Yeah, I like that shot. That was a cool shot, yeah.
Yeah.
Push me out.
So we've got here is the bike in the distance. I'm going to try and use the sort of frame of these two bits to be able to get a nice wide angle. It's like a white bike, kind of unique here on the bike rack. I'm going to put the camera in behind and get down nice and low and get the image. What did you get?
Wasn't too keen on that one, so I'm going to come over to. I think your angle is definitely the best.
Yeah.
You can get more of the bikes in, whereas I struggle to get the right.
Sorry, so it pushed you out of your
Yeah,
comfort zone.
these shots definitely pushing me out of my comfort zone. I'm obviously well known, and I generally do just pictures of people stood in front of people. I focus on them and not what else I can bring into it massively. It's them in the place they're at, whereas this is all about kind of setting up a whole picture with, you know, using everything you can, whether it's metal bars or the background or anything. And it gets you thinking.
It's all about composition there.
Yeah.
Great thing about these two cameras, right? Well, your camera in particular, is that you're actually doing exactly what I was going to show you. It's got a nice flippy screen.
Very similar to how I shoot usually.
Very similar to how you shoot usually. This though just has an up and down tilt screen. So actually composing things is just a little bit harder. But nice. Okay, so what are you thinking, man?
I reckon, so we can test out how they perform with the sky in the background and the difference in lights. We can take a picture looking up there, kind of centrally on. You've got different textures, different lights, shadows, and then obviously the sky in the background, and we'll see how they do.
Yeah. That's the thing when it comes to street photography, is that like half of it is almost luck sometimes.
Yeah.
But you can also get some really good stuff if you kind of plan things out, wait for the right moment, and yeah.
It's the same with my stranger portraits I do as well, though a lot of it is luck, because you could stop one person who's, you know, going to be a little bit shy and not amazingly into it, and it takes you a little bit, and then you can stop the next person who's literally full on into the pose, and it's the same as that, but a little bit less. You know, you've got less involvement in that. It's with this sort of stuff, it's a lot more just how it is, you know, how it's flowing, and yeah, I suppose the skill is to see the spot where you know something's going to happen in the next 5 minutes, and then
Do you want a photo?
yeah, see the spot in the next 5 minutes where something's going to happen and do it.
I must mention between the two, when it comes to the video mode, you actually access it via the shutter button here. On the OM5 Mark II, I think you might be able to change it to the shutter button as well, but there is a dedicated button for the video. Okay, so what we've got now is video. We've got this cool cart here. Now I'm going to test out the stabilization and see if we can come up with some sort of like weird mix together. Hopefully stabilize it in post.
Doing a recording now, see what the recording quality is like. Let's do a full 360, shall we?
Can't we just go down here?
Excuse me guys, my name's Tom, I'm a street photographer. I walk around, I try and find cool looking people, see if they're up for a photo. You both look incredibly cool. Can I take a quick snap? Yeah. Amazing, what's your names? Matt, nice to meet you. Yeah, Tom. I'm testing out a new camera today, so it'll be interesting to see
We're
how
doing a challenge video. I'm testing out this one, he's testing out that one. Yeah. Huh?
If you want to do a crazy pose, do a crazy pose. You've got a crazy pose in you, like, come on, like.
What I really enjoy about Tom's work is that they're always really smiling and just enjoying the camera. It's very different to what I do, but I really do appreciate it. Is it right if I grab a quick snap as well? Yeah. And kind of, so you walk in, kind of like that. Yeah?
Okay, cool. So if I walk towards you?
Yeah. Hang on a second. I honestly came to admire what Tom does to go outside of his comfort zone and talk to random people in the street, to ask them for their photographs. And what's been interesting from this one compared to the last video we did is how many people knew who he was, and he's only really been going for a very short amount of time, but he's got an eye for it and he's got a passion for it, and it just exudes off of him. Anyway, when it comes back to the comparison, the two cameras are very similar weight, with the OM-Systems just being 418 grams and then the X-t50 being 438 grams. There's really not too much in it. So you've got to make a decision if you're looking at these two cameras. Do you go for the bigger sensor, the higher megapixels, or do you go for the most amount of versatility? Remember, a Micro Four Thirds sensor allows you to shoot at really long distances with not a massive lens on the camera. Whilst using an APS-C full frame, you need a massive lens.
Excuse me, my name's Tom, I'm a street photographer. I walk around.
I think I've seen your Instagram.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
You are obviously very, very cool. Can I take a picture? Amazing. Do you know what would be really cool? That blue there, because of, I think it would just be really nice contrast. What's your name? Ellie, nice to meet you. Yes, I like it. I like it. What's that? So I try not to direct people. I like people. I think the beauty is in just people being themselves and standing how they want. How you're standing is perfect, honestly. Yes. Ah, yes. You say you don't know how to pose and then you're going straight into the perfect poses. Yeah, they're amazing. They are actually. I've got quite a few different ones of you kind of different looking, different ways. Yeah, they're epic. They're epic. I'm testing out a new camera today with Firby from the camera center. We're doing a little bit of a trying out a new camera, so it's cool. Yeah. So obviously you know what I usually do. To record on my glasses, upload picture, video. Do you have me on Instagram, did you say? Or you?
I do.
Yeah. So Tom Wilkins Photography. If not, pop me a message in a couple of days. I can send you the pictures. I think there'll be 3 or 4 that I'll actually use in the video. Amazing. Thank you very much.
Is it okay if I grab a photo of you as well? Can you lean against here if that's okay? Just a little bit further back. And can you have your back against the wall if that's okay? Amazing. And just like look off that way.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm today especially, it's been really good for it. A lot of people I've stopped have already been following me, and it just makes it so much easier because I don't have to explain to them that I'm recording, and they already kind of realise that before I have to say it, and they're already happy. You know, a lot of people now know who I am, and they want pictures, and they've been almost waiting for the pictures when they're out in town, which is really cool. I've had loads of people that are like really excited as soon as I approach them, and quite a nice feeling that like, they kind of walk away with a little bound in their step, and yeah.
Oh, so how did you get on?
Yeah, no, really good. It's a really nice camera to walk around with. It's
Yeah, well, like compared to using big, like clunky DSLRs, I think this one's really good. The other side of it, something we didn't actually test out today because I didn't tell you about, but we'll show because I've reviewed the camera already, is it actually does computational photography. Both cameras have, you know, their unique quirks. I'm not going to lie, I did actually hope to get this one, so I'm really glad that I ended up winning the old draw at the start of it. But what do you think of it overall?
Yeah, no, I liked it. It's really nice. It's a different concept for me as a photographer to be almost like an undercover photographer with a little camera, and
Yeah.
you know, obviously I walk around with my big Canon, and it's, you know, you can't kind of blend in a little bit. It's very obvious that you're a photographer, whereas with this it's very much more.
It's a bit more kind of like a
Yeah.
low key, I think, and the same with this one, to be fair. And you know, I think they have the ability to get some absolutely cracking photos. And the thing is with cameras these days, is like every camera is really good in its kind of own right. You don't necessarily need the big full frame, like big large sensors. You can actually get away with some crop censored ones. Micro Four Thirds is particularly excellent. With the OM5 in particular, I said this in the review, it's like a camera that doesn't need much improvement because it hasn't got like anything that compares to it in the market. I know we're comparing this one with it today, but it's a nice little, very powerful camera, and if you just want to do photography, I think it gives you that capability really well.
Yeah, I am, and like I said earlier on, I wanted to adjust it to how I do my settings usually. Haven't touched the camera before, and I could do it pretty much within minutes. I knew exactly how to pop it how I wanted it. So
no, exactly. So it's very intuitive in that retrospect. The other side of it is when it comes to these cameras in particular, and the reason why I wanted to do this with you is the reason why I wanted to do this with you in particular is they're very street orientated cameras. You can get some really great street photography with them, and I will say the benefit of having that swivelly screen does actually outshine this as well with the X-t50, but this is pretty good in its own right. But anyway, you need to catch your train.
yep.
You enjoyed today?
Yeah, no, it's been fun. Yeah, so
I think we got some cracking photos.
Yeah, no, I always enjoy coming out, and
He was working his magic. We were shooting with our Ray-Bans as well, as you've already seen via the video. You know, I'm pretty happy with all the photos we think we've got.
yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice when I get them downloaded to see. So obviously, this morning I was out with my camera doing what I usually do, and I did a couple of the same again with the OM5, and it'll be interesting to see
interesting comparison there. And it might be good video for you to do a reel on in general, because that's got a sensor twice as small as the one that you were shooting with. So it'll be interesting to see kind of the difference in quality out of the two photos.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome, man.
No,
anyway,
awesome. Yeah,
have a good
thank
day.
you. Yeah, always.
The camera back, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, follow, subscribe if you want to see more. Also, go follow him. Probably already following him, but you know, really cool to do this little video with you.
Amazing.